Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to super cheese our way through the adventure journal. Let's start with commerce, since it's the easiest to cheese. The quickest route is from Cobe to Dunbarton, but you will 100% take a loss on it. Going from Dunbarton to Cobe also works, but costs more ducats. The best strat is to use a wagon, but only take one item with you. If you have letters of guarantee, you can turn a profit on this route, but it's not an optimal use of the letters. I did it anyway. There's an order you can follow with part-time jobs in Dunbarton that will allow you to complete many of the required amount at once. You can turn in Manus's, Evans, and Walter's jobs at 9 a.m., Simon's can be turned in at noon, Stewart's can be turned in at 1 p.m., Glennis's can be turned in at 2 p.m., Ira's can be turned in at 3 p.m., and Christelle's can be turned in at 4 p.m. Usually I only do 4 of those, but you can do as many as you'd like. Sometimes it's easy to get stuck on daily shadow mission requirement. Not all the SMs are quick and easy to complete. Although there's no real shortcut for shadow missions, VIP also counts if you have VIP active, so you can get 4 a day or skip over the worst of them. When it comes to playing an instrument, it's easy to AFK through it, but clearly that's not cheese enough for this video. If you compose a scroll with a single rest note, you can speedrun this requirement. Bonus points if you do it over your homestead crops to grow them faster for the next requirement. There's an abstract method to meeting the 50 run requirement for Ulot dungeons. What we'll need to do first is stock up on an item that stacks. This can be gold, paper, dice, whatever floats your boat. Or if you want to get literal, we can use actual cheese for this. When you drop an item on a dungeon pad, it creates a dungeon linked to that item. I suggest doing Albi because it's generally pretty short and quick to complete. After we complete the dungeon the first time, we won't have to do any fighting. The rest of this is just walking, so a fast pet with wings of haste is really useful. By dropping the same item again, we can enter the same dungeon we already finished. By running to the end and clicking the statue to exit, we can quickly finish the requirement for completing our dungeons for the week and for the adventure journal in general. Baltane missions can be a bit tricky for some of us. I know I'm not very well versed on them myself. I had someone recently teach me a method for clearing scrimmage, but I think I still prefer doing bridge. I'm not sure if this counts as cheese, but I've been using a method which basically lets me AFK through the first 2 or 3 waves. Using Ice Spear for the first few waves, I just let it ride itself out. This does require a high level Ego Staff for chain casting intermediate magic. For the 3rd wave forward, I want to have a Divine Link pet, and for the 4th and 5th waves, I usually end up using Thunder to help clear some mobs. Some things that help are using mass slows like Fantastic Chorus or Spirit of Tuan's ability. It's okay to let a few through, but it will decrease our reward at the end. You can complete 1 mission on basic per in-game day, so if we want to finish multiple in a row, we'll need elite passes. Luckily, we're given selection boxes that let us do this as part of the journal rewards. Over the course of the adventure journal, they want you to collect 300 items. Not really cheese, but collecting your homestead stones counts towards this requirement. If you need a place to gather items, you can use Zenoa's homestead. There's plenty to go around. With the Re-Life update, I'll be adding new herb patches and other items to our homestead as soon as possible. Probably my second least favorite requirement. They also want you to fish up 300 things. Fishing up items also counts towards this requirement, so you can use an item fishing rod. You can stock up on some eco food while you're AFK. My least favorite is the level gain requirement. Most of the time now, I try to stay capped on my levels since I don't need AMP anymore. Without uncapped Baltane, it's a bit annoying to get back up to 200. I'll leave a link in the description to a stream I was part of where we talked about easy ways to level up. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Most of the rest of the requirements are pretty straightforward. If anyone has a cheese method I missed, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like on it for me. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.